Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have more cool comic books slash film character fun. Now, I will be discussing the mutant called Angel Dust. Yes, folks, Angel Dust is now on the topic for discussion. She is an immensely super strong and powerful super villainess in the mutant verse in terms of X-Men and etc. She's her levels of strength are shown to be on the levels of the Incredible Hulk, Colossus, Wonder Woman, Superman, and much more in terms of she has nearly unlimited powers due to her super enhanced adrenaline levels. In the comic books, she's portrayed as an immensely powerful character in terms of doing comic book like feats, which of course boggles the mindsets. She's affiliated with the teams that she chooses to deal with, in other words. Yeah, she's characterized as a bad girl or bad gal mutant in terms of mutant supervillainous. In the comic books, the cartoon anime, if they characterize her in any of the anime, I can't recall seeing Angel Dust fight on the mutant cartoons, but she is in the comic book storylines. So if you were interested in her character, then go check that out. You'll find comic book stories such as the Angel Dust comics to be good reads and very entertaining. Like I know people are conditioned to prefer to see it on the big screen all the time, but when you see it in the magazines and read about it as well, you learn more about the character and the topics in general pertaining to the story itself. So Angel Dust, she's a bad gal in the comic books. Her strength is incredible. She's immensely powerful as a mutant in the comic books storylines, but somehow they find a way to stop her because there are other powerful mutants out there. But there are very few who can stand up to Angel Dust's enormous strength levels in the comic book or in the live action. Now I'm talking about the live action Angel Dust as characterized on the big screen with the big budgets. They characterized Angel Dust as being incredibly, immensely powerful. Like you can even see her teaming up to fight Xanos in terms of raw strength and raw power. Her adrenaline gives her seemingly unlimited strength, adrenaline, speed, agility, and of course, she never ever falls down or gets tired because the adrenaline courses through her being. So immediately she recovers, even if she punches 1,000 times or runs super fast, her adrenaline levels keep her on par with that same level of strength. But she can drain her strength eventually and lose her powers briefly and momentarily, as shown on occasions if you follow her storylines. I'm gonna rate both versions of Angel Dust in terms of her shown in the comic books and in the live action. I think that the comic book Angel Dust is fabulous, incredible, and amazing through that characterization, but I really admire the big screen adaptation of Angel Dust, and I think the actress that played her characterized Angel Dust in her own unique way. And I feel like many others that she should have gotten her own spinoff to Deadpool because of her power and strength levels. Like, so she should have gotten her own film, her own, she could cross over into different verses because of her raw strength and power. So I love the live action showing of Angel Dust. So I would like to see her fight the Thing, the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, because she held up great against Colossus, and Colossus has the Incredible Hulk level and the Thing level of strength and even possibly Superman levels of strength. So yeah, she's a bad gal. She kicks plenty of butt in the comics as well as on the big screen. She tossed Colossus around like a rag doll. So apparently she has more powers than Colossus, the mutant. You know, the guy that can shield his body in metal. So yeah, Angel Dust gets an A+ for the big screen and the live action, as well as her cartoon or comic book characterizations, but there's no cartoon characterizations to my knowledge. But comic books are cartoons, but in still frames, so she is characterized in cartoons from certain points of views. So check her out, peeps. I'll see you around.